My father is the minister in the church. After the disaster, one by one, the young girls came into the church. Those girls treated me like their little sisters. Some of them combed my hair. I looked at their fingers. All the fingers were melted together. As a little girl, I could not see their faces because some of the girls could not close their eyes because of the burning. Some of the girls could not close their mouth because of the burning. I said to myself, someday I grow up, I'm going to do something to revenge the person who were on the B-29 in Oregon. I thought, they're bad. That's why I thought, I'm going to revenge. And there were so many children without the parents, without the houses. They lost everything. I was lucky my parents were still living at that time, but not them. So, yes, I am the right person. I am the good person. That's why I want to do something to revenge. 1955, 10 years after this disaster, we were invited for the show called This Is Your Life in the United States. It was a big, studio. It was just like this, big room. I was standing at the corner of the stage. I looked at the other side. I found the one person I never met before. Curious, 5th grade, 8 years old. I asked my mother, who is that guy over there? My mother was at first, she hesitated to tell me the truth, but she thought, 5th grade, 10 years old, she should know what's going on in this world. She said, Koko, the person over there, his name is Captain Robert Lewis, who was a co-pilot of the American. As I told you, since I was a little girl, I wanted to revenge. But my plan was much later than what was in 1955. I was so shocked to see him. But I'm not stupid to go run to the stage and give him a punch or bite or kick. I know it's not right thing to do. So I looked at his eyes. You are the bad one, I'm the good one. The interviewer asked Captain Lewis, how did you feel? So after he got the ball, he said, August 6, 1945, in Oregon, B-29 in which to Hiroshima, 8:15, they dropped the bomb. They knew they had to leave that place right away, but they had ordered to see what is the result of whatever they dropped. They came back to the Hiroshima city. Captain Lewis said, from the airplane window, he saw the city of Hiroshima. City of Hiroshima disappeared. He said, and he wrote it on his log, my God, what have you done? After he said that, I was looking at his eyes because I thought they're better. The tears came down from his eyes. When I saw the tears, I said, gosh, I don't know anything about about the sky. But it's because of that palm I hated and hated and hated. I look at my heart deep inside. Gee, Koko, sometimes myself will listen to my parents' words, or sometimes I fight with my brothers. Gee, I myself have so many evil in myself. I felt so bad. I said to him, in myself, Captain Lewis, I'm sorry. I didn't know anything about it. That tear changed my whole view of the world. Before I met this Captain Lewis, I only saw the one side of the sorrow. I never ever thought about the other side of the sorrow. After the show, I didn't know why, but I went to him, and little fifth grader Koko touched his hand. He held my hand so tightly. That's the moment I changed. I'd like to say more about this Captain Lewis. When I was a college student, sophomore year, one day I thought I would like to meet him again. It's because of him I've changed. So I traced and found out that he was in a mental hospital. Poor student, I could not go over to see him. But that time, the reason why I wanted to see him is I just wanted to say one word of thank you, Captain Lewis. Because of you, the little Koko changed my whole view to the world. After my college education in the United States, I went back to Japan. One day I opened the newspaper and said, he passed away. I regret that I thought about it, but I did not take the action. First thing came up to my mind was in Hiroshima. And the peace park, but there's a cenotaph. At the center top of an inscription said, "Let all the souls here rest in peace, for we shall not repeat evil." That's the words of many of the survivors passed. I wanted to give that word to Captain Lewis. Please rest in peace. We shall never repeat our mistake. After he passed away, one psychotherapist showed the sculpture which he made at the hospital. One mushroom cloud, one tree. I am so thankful that I had a chance to meet this person. The hatred will not solve the problem. It's go on, endless. But, I will not say anything to you to forgive others. But please think about yourself. In this room, there are so many students from different countries. The model for Reino, the United Nations, and model for the world. Really. next century. Our world is so small, and I hope that abolition of the nuclear weapon and we can live together with a peaceful world. I like to say to you, you don't want me to call you my children, but to me, you're my children. Please make a better world, and I knew you can do it. You can make it. Right after the disaster, of course, I had fevers, blood diarrhea. The many of the doctor was already dead. The only person who could check on me was my husband. They said, this child is no longer living. But I'm living. And I'm so thankful that I met so many people. And when I was young, I went through the experience treated like a guinea pig. I had a very hard time when I was growing up. But I came up with the solution that I was away from peace or Hiroshima, because my parents always said we were able to survive. That's why please work for peace. Please work for the Hiroshima. And it's because my past experience being a guinea pig. I said, no, not me. I don't want to. I would like to live a completely different life. But finally, I came to the point that I wanted to do this because my father's last sermon I heard for many years, I just couldn't understand him because he was just thinking about the survival of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That little girl, Koko, needed father's attention. I wanted to hold his hands to walk, or wanted to sit on his lap. Because he was giving the speeches all over to the United States. He opened call year or 2 years. But last word at the ceremony of the church, he said, August 6, 1945, he was away from Hiroshima as the church, and he was away from the home. He reached the mountain about 3 kilometers away from Hiroshima City. He was thrown by the strong wind. He was on the ground. He touched his hand, body, everything was okay. He walked over to the edge of the mountain. He saw the city. Hiroshima City stands on the delta. So from the mountain, he can see the whole city. Fires all over the place. Many people wounded. And he was so worried about what's happened to my daughter, what's happened to my wife, what's happened to my church member, and what's happened to my community people. He ran toward to the center of the city. People asked for help. As a human being, he wanted to help because he was hungry. And he could not help at all. Some people are caught under the house. He could not go on. You have taken sorry, I'm sorry, please forgive me. The person in the body said, don't worry about us. You have to run away, otherwise you will die. So he said, I wanted to have that day, but I couldn't do it. The resentment put him to the peaceful. When I heard that, gee, I am so glad that he worked for the world peace, and he was hoping that abolition of the nuclear weapon from this world. About 40 years ago, children came to Hiroshima. Those children are from different countries. The language which they are using is different. Their custom is different. Religion is different. Everything is different. But they came together. And they were hoping for the world peace. I was away from Hiroshima for a long time. But today, I'm standing in front of you, and definitely I would like to say to the whole world, I don't want any person to take your life away from you. That's why I would like to put in your head my whole hope for the world peace. And I hope someday soon that no nuclear weapon exists in this world. I know you can make it. I'd like to say thank you to you, my dear children. Thank you.